I'm really excited to talk to this fighter as he's fought several times on the Bay Area Challenge and almost always as a headliner fight. He has an amateur Muay Thai fight record of 10-2 and about to make his pro debut on March 5th in Benicia. He fights out of Concord at Combat Fitness under George Sisui. I am super honored. Yes, I am super honored to introduce you guys. Charles, the rockstar Rodriguez, welcome. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, man, it feels so good just to hear all that. Just reminding me of how much fun we've had in the past doing this Bay Area Challenge thing. It's been one hell of a ride, and I'm excited to continue this.
Yes, and one thing that I'm sure everybody wants to know, and I think I have asked you before, but let's give it to everybody else. Where did you get the nickname, the Rockstar? Tell us a little bit about that.
Everything I do inside the ring and outside the ring is just a little over the top. Like I like to make a lot of noise. I like to have a big presence, and I think one of the main things is I'm always having fun. When I'm in the gym, I'm grooving, I'm doing my thing. You just tell that, like, it's not just being the rock star, it's being the rock star with Muay Thai. Because whenever I'm around Muay Thai, I'm just happy. I'm just energized, I'm on fire, I'm just rocking and rolling, and I'm just doing rock star stuff.
Yes, you are. I think there's almost always a show whenever we had you on one. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Give me a day in the life of Charles Rodriguez.
First thing I do, well, I have a rock star life, and then I have a Muay Thai rock star life. So my Muay Thai rock star life, when I wake up, I immediately get right into Muay Thai. I start stretching, I go for a run, or I get up, start shadow boxing, just immediately wake up and get to be about what I'm about, and that's Muay Thai. Right now, my day job, I'm a massage therapist, so I go immediately from fire to cool down. And I go ahead and relax, and I help other people relax, and then I go right from that back to Muay Thai, back to the intensity, back to the fire. It's a really good balance, and I go home after that feeling pretty satisfied.
Nice. So would you say you have any, besides the training and work, I mean, it seems like you're always busy. Do you have any other hobbies and passions outside of Muay Thai or martial arts?
When I'm not putting all my energy into Muay Thai, which is typically doing when I have that little bit of energy left, I got to go karaoke. I gotta grab the mic. I got a song in my heart pretty much every day, and I gotta let it out.
Yes, sir. I'm actually subscribed to your feed. I'm always seeing you do something.
so you know I'm serious.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I bring a big presence to the mic like I do in the ring. And March 5th is a Sunday. We're fighting in the middle of the day, which is perfect because Sunday night is karaoke night. And please believe I'm getting on the mic right after.
I think I'm going to have Wayne give you the mic right after the...
Oh, it'll be all bad. It'll be all bad if that happens.
All right. So, yeah, that's leading to this next question. Let's say your career. I know you're making your pro debut. How important is this to turn it into like a career to where it supports your lifestyle?
Man, I was just having a long talk with my coach because my coach he's my hero. He's my role model. And we're just having this talk like outside of fighting, talking about where we're going as fighting becomes my life. And man, it's got me really excited because I get to see myself I already put so much of my time, mental energy into Muay Thai. And this next step is going to allow me to do that even more. And I just can't be more excited about it. Like more Muay Thai is just more happy for me. I gotta be a part of my passion. I gotta be a part of this art that I love. Like even when it's not just working on myself and my career, I'm excited to be at the gym more to help my team out. I got a lot of young fighters that just started with us that keep me inspired every day. Watching them grow makes me want to grow every day. And like it's just more Muay Thai. Going pro to me means more Muay Thai. More Muay Thai to me means more happy.
Love it. You do have a powerhouse team that I see. You got definitely coming out of Combat Fitness there.
Oh, yeah. You got to keep an eye out on Combat Fitness. Team Sitsui is rocking the spot.
Yeah. And so something I noticed in the recent past, especially last year, you've had a hard time getting fights. You know, I mean, you would get scheduled for a fight and you would get pulled out like last minute. You know, how frustrating is that for you?
Do we have to talk about that? No, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's a bittersweet thing because at the time of that happening, it's completely heartbreaking. Like I'm trying to express now how much this means to me, how much of this takes up my time and energy, and not takes up, but how much I invest my time and energy to it. And the reason is fighting is fun. Like, training is hard, dieting is hard, but it's worth it because when I get in the ring, I'm going to go in there and party. I'm going to go have a blast. It's the best experience ever. And to do all the stuff that sucks, like dieting and weight cutting and these hour-long runs in sauna suits, and like I'm telling myself, it's okay. Like, go through this, Charles, because you're going to party afterwards. You're going to go in the ring and you're going to have a blast. And then I get to do all that and not have the fun part. Yeah, that's the hard part to deal with. But one of the things that I'm definitely looking forward to with going pro is a professional attitude. Like, I'm not dealing with amateurs who are doing this, who are some, because the amateur field is, some people take it seriously. Some people are doing it just as a hobby. And as a professional, I'm going to be dealing with other people being professional. They say they're going to fight. They're going to fight.
Right. So what I guess what the reason why I was asking that question was given the fact that it was so hard for you to get these consistent fights, because you don't want to become you don't want to lose your edge, so you want to stay active.
Don't want to get stagnant, for sure. Exactly. So that's one of the things I'm honestly thankful for those pulled out fights, because I've probably gotten ready for 3 times as many fights as I've actually fought. Right. But during that time, like, there's no such thing as wasted training. Right. So during that time, you train like twice. Like, I train twice as hard when I have like a fight in order, when I have like a specific date in my mind, when I have a specific opponent. If I could picture the guy's face, my workouts get even harder. So I'm working out. Sure, I'm disappointed when I can't actually fight, but at the same time, hey, that's time that I was off the couch. That's time I was putting my heart and soul into Muay Thai. That's less time of me in karaoke bars, where my skill is not getting better. So even though people would pull out on me, I was still thankful that, like, I kept myself occupied during that time.
Okay. Well, 2 parts to this question, and this is why I was leading up to it. Would you say that contributed to you making your pro debut now, as opposed to getting more experience under the amateur scene?
Yeah, I feel like I've that was one of the reasons I would have honestly gone pro earlier if that was the main concern, mm-hmm. because I do want more fights. I look across like the world of Muay Thai, and I realize my record being 10-2 with 12, I fought 12 times. That's not a lot of fights, but I see myself getting more fights as a pro. But like, the main reason for me going pro is I feel like I'm got to that point where I'm ready to compete competitively. I fought a couple of really tough opponents, especially at the last barrier challenge. Ben Roberts was one hell of an opponent. Thank you for matching me up with him, by the way. That was after I fought that guy, I was like, I knew he was going to be a real test for me, because I know he's one of the top amateurs. I'm like, is this going to be how I close out? Like, if I'm fighting one of the top amateurs, and after him, that's me closing out my amateur career. And that just felt like a fitting end to that part to my career. And like, that's just a natural evolution of it. And my coach, like, he pays attention to my growth and my level, and I trust experience. And I was thinking it, he was thinking it. We're like, I guess it's just time.
Yeah, well, I'm actually looking at your Facebook right now. The most recent post on there is your fight. I believe, was that in Vegas? And
that was in Lemoore. I still can't get the Vegas fight. Yeah, the Vegas fight was even bigger sign, because I fought an international opponent in that one. Yes. That was November 12th, I think. And yeah, that it was like a week, 2.5 weeks after I fought Ben Roberts. I fought Kunsin Yang from China, representing Team China, and I myself representing Team America, and that guy was also a monster. So I fought these 2 really tough guys back to back. I got to display to myself what I'm capable of. I got to display to my coach and the world what I'm capable of, and me and coach just kind of nodded at each other and like, it's time to go pro.
Exactly. Yes, sir. And one thing I did hear, though, was that you were also lined up to take on an MMA fight. Now, tell me a little bit about, I know that you're super passionate about Muay Thai. Tell me why there was a consideration to go into MMA, or did you always have that desire?
My initial stepping into the fight world, because I like MMA. I love, it's the more popular one, and I want to start with stand-up. Like, the best way to start on my path to my MMA path. Like, let's start with Muay Thai, and then I accidentally fell madly in love with it. I was like, nope, this is it. This is my thing right here. So I was doing Muay Thai, and I kept saying, I'm gonna try MMA. I was like, bloody, one more Muay Thai fight, one more Muay Thai camp. Let me get ready for this. And then when it actually came time for me, it was last year. I was on 3 MMA cards. And like we had brought up before, there was 3 people who did not want to fight me.
Yeah.
So I went out of my way, because I knew pro was like, I could taste pro coming up. So I was like, before I make the pro jump, because if I go straight to MMA. I want to have some amateur MMA fights, you know, so I know how the cage feels, get my feet wet, don't come in there. I don't want my first MMA fight to be a pro fight. So I wanted to give that a try, and it just did not happen. And I got impatient, so I went back to fighting Muay Thai, and I had to apologize to Muay Thai because I felt like I was cheating on her, but she welcomed me back with open arms.
So this next part is, so you don't see yourself dipping into MMA at some point in time in the future?
I still see myself doing that. Like I move around with our MMA fighters here, Ronnie Tsutsui, David Scuba, really talented guys working under Gil Castillo, and they keep me ready if it came down to that. But honestly, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And my Muay Thai ain't broken. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep riding this train. I'll do MMA when the time is right. If me and my coach feel right about it, there's going to be a couple things of consideration. But I'm not turning nothing down. I'm not closing any doors on anything.
Awesome. So I have this theory that the reason why you're getting so many fights pulling out is because you're huge. Have you fought? I mean, no, seriously. I mean, you fight about 168, 165 around that.
Yeah.
But you look like you're 200 plus, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. I weight cut pretty competitively, and I've gotten to the point where I'm I got it down to a very specific science that works perfect for my body. It keeps me healthy, and like I feel good in the ring, and it's just competitive. And it's funny because like honestly, when I don't notice it until afterwards, like I'm watching the video and you fight this guy, I'm like, holy crap, I am a large one, because I was fighting at 172, like one large 72-pounder. Yeah. And I saw my video from my first time I fought at 168. I was like, I'm going to keep fighting at 168 because I am a giant to that man.
Yeah, so you don't see that being a problem with just maintaining that weight division?
Not at all, especially with going pro, I've made some serious lifestyle changes just on like maintaining diet and maintaining conditioning. And it's just going to get easier for me. Like I actually got down to 160, 168 in November without like I fought at 172 with you in October, and then fought 168, and the weight cut was pretty easy. Like I didn't feel strained or anything. I don't know how my body does it, but I'm grateful that it does. And I'm like, even though I have the build of a 205, 210, but I keep myself maintained at about 190, and then when I'm being good, I'm like 185. So it's not going to be that hard of a cut for me.
Nice, man.
And it's worth it just being that bigger guy just tossing around a 167-pounder. Knowing good and damn well how big I am.
Yeah. Well, so you there? Oh yeah. So given that you're going to make this a full-time thing, once you're pro, you want to get as many fights as you can. Do you have your eyes set on a particular platform or show, like a target show that's going to say, hey, I'm here, you know, and I'm a contender?
I don't have a specific card in mind. Like, of course, I'm looking to fight for Barrier Challenge every time there's a fight. Like, I love fighting for you. Your shows are always great. The audience loves it. You're always in a good location. It's always a good time. Not to mention your weigh-ins are always the best. But I think my goal with pro and my goal for Muay Thai has always been to see the world and fight the world. I want to go to as many countries as I can. I want to fight as many competitors around the world, and I want to get paid to do it. That's my dream. I want to go, like, I fought a guy from China, and I took that opportunity because we were live streaming in China. I took the opportunity to call out all of China. Like, come on, send me over there. I'll fight anybody. I apologize if it was rude in any way. It was like, I just want to go out there and fight. Don't take it personally. I just want a free trip to China.
That was one of the things I meant was, you want to fight all over the world, or are you looking to?
All over the world. Got to go to Thailand. I got to go to Peru. I gotta go to China. I gotta go to Russia. I gotta go everywhere. I'm itching to travel the world. Bring my fists with me.
Yes, and then hopefully these guys here that can get you out there, and hopefully they'll get a catch of your fights.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to ask you something that I haven't asked anybody else on the show that I interviewed. Tell us a little something about Charles that we don't already know from just looking you up. We know you're like very, very outgoing, spontaneous, loud. You're an exhibitionist. I mean,
these are all facts. Yes.
Tell us something.
One thing people ask me a lot, and I'm sure you've seen every fight I go into, every time I walk into that ring, I walk out with these gloves around my neck. And anytime people ask me, I can tell them, but I could go ahead and tell anyone who's on the podcast now, or anyone who's inquisitive about it, because they're going to see them on March 5th. I'm going to be walking out with my dad's gloves. My dad was a boxer, and the interesting thing about that is he passed when I was 6 months old. I never got to actually meet my father, and for whatever reason, my family did not tell me about his fighting life until I started fighting. fighting. And when I started fighting, I didn't quite understand, like when people would ask me, like, what makes you want to do Muay Thai? Like, well, how did you get into this? I'm like, I'd have a bunch of different explanations, but they were just like excuses. Well, I always felt like I was just drawn to this. It just made too much sense for me to fight. And as soon as I started fighting, it felt right. I started winning, started getting championships. And like the whole time it just felt great. It felt right. And it turns out it was just my blood. Like about a year into my fighting, my mom, yeah, your dad, Golden Gloves boxer, was a huge Bruce Lee fan and would study Kung Fu and carry nunchucks around in the 70s. I'm like, wait, where was all this information before? And then not too long after, my grandma gave me his gloves. And I'm just like, oh my God, there was like this incredible moment of like just understanding of myself. And that's one of the biggest things Muay Thai is to me. It's understanding of myself. It's me being in my element, being in the right place. And that was something that just kind of put the seal on it, just let me know, like, yeah, this is your thing. This is what you were born to do. And it just feels right. I know a lot of people in their lives look for that, and I feel incredibly blessed. Like at a young age, I was able to find where I'm supposed to be.
Wow, you got me all pumping in my chest. This is the reason why I love to do what I do. You hear me talk out there, especially for something like Martial Arts Matters, is to spread the culture of what martial arts can do.
Oh, absolutely.
And like I say out there, is everyone has their own story. I'm a quiet guy. I don't really try to be out there. The way I see this is no one's going to go for it and pursue it for the cause like me. You know what I mean? I want to know. I want it to spread.
Yeah. Oh, I love seeing you when you start talking about martial art matters, the way you come out of your shell. Because I know you're that quiet guy, but once you start talking about like what martial arts has done for your life and how other people's life, I can see you light up and just like that's why you're my favorite promoter. You're just in the way you put on. Like, I have so much respect for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. No, that means a lot. And what makes me feel like I am getting across is the fact that everybody is sharing their story. And these people that we put on this platform is sharing it with everybody else so they can identify. And, that's probably the best way I can see that it's spreading. They look up to the people that are fighting on the scene. If they're doing it with a purpose, something behind their passion, they get to see all that. And this is why I'm doing these interviews so people can not only just see a great fight, but know what's behind it. Yeah,
there's a story behind every punch.
Love it.
Say.
Well, I'm really glad I got to talk to you and got to know a little bit about you. I mean, as much as you fought on the show, I've never really gotten an opportunity to see what you're all about. And this was a pleasure for me to sit here and talk to you and listen and get that side of you. And it's actually made me admire what you do even more. So
I am honored, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, and so before we end the show here, is there anything you'd like to put out there or a shout out to anybody?
Oh, man. Big shout out to my boy, Steve Slavi Klacken. Been trying to fight on the same card as him forever. Finally going to go down. Big shout out to my boy. I got two of my favorite young men, new fighters coming up, fighting March 18th, Anthony McNutt and Russell Johns. You got to check those guys out. Let's see, my sponsors, got to thank them. Crystal Property Management in Vallejo. They're helping me out with getting my medical clearance and everything. Big shout out to them. My favorite spot to eat when I'm not in camp is Kinder's, and they're helping me out as well. Hopefully, besides just hooking me up with gear and stuff, they're just going to give me as many burgers as I want post-fight. Their burgers are amazing. Also, let's see. Oh, Max Muscle as well. They're hooking me up with all the BCAAs and protein powders that I need. Great spot out in Walnut Creek. Definitely check out Max Muscle.
Yeah,
Kenny's the man. He's hooking it up. And, of course, shout out to my team, Combat Fitness, Team Tsutsui.
Yes, and now for people that don't already know how to follow you, your social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I mean, you want to put that out there?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, check out, go on Facebook, Charles the Rockstar Rodriguez. You go find me there. On my Instagram, Agent Tornado. Think of like a tornado that's also a secret agent. That's my Instagram, and that's kind of also what I'm about. Agent Tornado.
We're piecing it all together. All right. It's not
exactly. Kind of.
Well, I appreciate you giving me your time. I know it's pretty late. You probably need to rest your body to get up. I'll do it again tomorrow.
Yep.
So I will see you on Saturday at the weigh-in. Yeah, I'll see you there.
All right. I'll look forward to it because I know you're going to have the great refreshments, and it's always a weigh-ins, best weigh-ins every time.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Have a great night.